Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into a company that seems to be juggling a bit too much because we are checking their 8K filing that smells like a desperate attempt to keep key people on board during a merger. Let's see what's happening behind the scenes. We're looking at an 8K form from Endo Inc. This is a report companies file to announce major events that could be important to investors. Think of it as a corporate emergency broadcast system, but instead of weather warnings, it's usually about things like leadership changes, big deals, or financial updates. The date of the earliest event reported here is April 1, 2025. The main point of this filing is about retention bonuses for some key executives. Basically, Endo is trying to make sure its top people stick around through a big change. Endo entered into a transaction agreement with Mallinckrodt. To motivate certain Endo executive officers, they are getting retention bonuses. These bonuses are designed to keep the executives from jumping ship during a big merger. It's like offering golden handcuffs, meaning lucrative incentives to stay put. The structure of the bonus is split into two parts: a target retention bonus, which is a set amount, and a discretionary retention bonus, which is a set amount, and a discretionary retention bonus, which is an amount awarded based on performance or other factors. The target retention bonus gets paid out in two installments. The first one, 40% of the total, vests. That means it becomes theirs either when the merger closes or by the end of the year, December 31, 2025. The other 60% vests 90 days after the merger closes, but if the deal falls through, the second part will vest later at the deal closes. Here are the numbers, Scott Hirsch. The interim chief executive officer is targeted to get $7,000. Mark Bradley, the chief financial officer, is targeted to get $740,000. Patrick A. Barry, who runs global commercial operations, is targeted to get 69 axed as that discretionary retention bonus. There's a safety net for the executives. If Endo fires them without a good reason, or if something happens like death or disability, or if the executive quits for a good reason like a big change in their job, the rest of the target retention bonus will get paid out sooner, around 60 days after they leave. If you want to dig into the specifics, the actual retention award agreement is available as Exhibit 10.1. Now, what does all this mean for Endo? Endo seems to be trying hard to make sure its leadership team stays stable during the uncertainty of this merger with Mallinckrodt. Paying out these bonuses could mean that Endo recognizes the importance of its executives to lead the company through this change. However, these bonuses are an added cost, and they can signal that the company might be worried about losing key people. One thing to consider is whether this deal will be good for Endo in the long run. Mergers can be risky, and if this deal does not work out, Endo would still have to pay out these bonuses to these executives, which could burden the company's finances. Also, the company relies on the board's discretion to award the discretionary bonuses. It is not clear what benchmarks they will use to determine if that 15% is achieved, which could create a potential risk. Ultimately, this 8K filing shows a company at a pivotal point, trying to manage its assets, which includes human capital, as it heads into a merger. For investors, it's a signal to watch closely and see how these decisions play out. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button, drop a comment, and definitely subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate filings.